Namaskar. Spirituality and its relevance to modern man is my topic of the day, particularly from the context of Vedic philosophy. Before delving into it, I would like to clarify that spirituality and religion, though appearing together, are not synonymous. Religious beliefs encompass a set of beliefs that is aimed at bettering oneself and one's harmonious growth in a society. This can induce restrictions to one's free thinking, one's way of life, behavior, and one's idea of morality. Ostracizing on the basis of such ideology has been very common in the past. Increasing freedom and democratic values has made a man more free thinking in today's world. Spirituality isn't exactly religion. Spirituality is one of the components of religion. As religion preaches us to become a better individual, a better social animal, spiritual growth is also taken as one of the elements in this endeavor. When one thinks of spirituality in the Vedic context, the idea that comes is that of a sage, perhaps with a long beard, sitting in meditation. This is also spirituality. But then what is the relevance for a common man who is hard pressed for time, trying to balance work, family life, and personal recreation? Is this at all relevant in modern times? This question itself contains a seed of irrelevancy in it. As spirituality is not only important for modern man, it has been relevant for man at all times. The basic quest of man, existential question of mankind, to know his origin, of his existence, of his true values, and his final aim, has made people think all over the world. This is not a path that one has to take with ease. There are no shortcuts. Combined with all these things, the idea of fake godmen, fallen angels, and crook who try to go off as gurus have also made a section of intellectual to look at direction at spirituality. Spiritual growth, on the other hand, does not demand anything from a person. On the other hand, it only encourages people to leave off what restricts to them. To understand the basic concept of spirituality, one needs to go back to the earlier religions of the Vedas, of Egyptian religion, of Gnostic religion, where the idea that man has actually fallen from grace is reiterated. The covering of our soul with primal dirt or anavamala is a concept that is present in Siddhantas or Vedic religions of the yore, as well as the fall of Sophia in the Gnostic religions. The covering of truth with ignorance, the veiling of the reality with Maya, and the removal of all these things to find one's own true self appears to be the goal of all spiritual growth and endeavors. So, in what way is it relevant to modern man? We in the modern world, encompassed with materialistic values, are goaded to achieve ever-changing goalposts. And whatever we achieve in this insatiable urge to get becomes irrelevant once it is achieved. There are new goals to scale. There is nothing wrong in it. This is also part of it. Many high achievers also have an high level of spirituality inherent in them. There is an energy force within you that goads you to go forward. It cannot be seen in a light manner. These two are not two disparate paths. As you advance spirituality, one's attachment to anything materials fall off naturally, and along with it certain other emotions. Lust, greed, anger, pride are all emotions that keep one goaded into the material world. So what's wrong with it? You need to take pride in your work. You need a justifiable amount of envy to go an extra mile to achieve a medal. There is nothing wrong in it. But if you are not balancing it with your own spiritual growth, your ego also develops along with it. Success doesn't always occur, and the fall can be very difficult to take. The ridicule of others or one's own disappointment with one's less achievement can make one go in paths that are unacceptable to your own growth. A spiritual person has an ever expanding consciousness. He tries to take him along with others, to relate to others in an empathetic way and to the nature around him, so that he connects himself to a higher power of cosmic consciousness. As you become more and more materialistic, more and more focused on yourself, this actually shrinks to yourself. Such people, though appearing very high achievers, also develop their egos to a level of fragility that becomes unsustainable. To make them go, they may resort to other areas, other paths, other dangerous paths of self-sustenance, including drugs, alcohol. So spirituality is not something that is totally irrelevant to modern man. On the other hand, with increasing pressure on a person to keep on achieving, spirituality gives a sense of balance, to control their negative emotions, and also to the courage to walk away from situations which are potentially harmful, though endearing in many ways. To walk away from a dangerous relationship, from an abusive relationship, also requires a courage that can only happen with one's own spiritual growth. So what are the basic steps for such a path? Meditation, yoga, everything helps. But I would say that the primary path is to develop a positive knowledge about it. Knowledge, information, as it matures into distilled wisdom, makes you more sure-footed in the path that you take. Information is available at a mouse click today. Authentic information is a little less. We here in Mahajyothis, through our expert panel, would like to give advice on the baby steps that one can take to clarify the information that you have read and help you in the path to go forward. Having said that, there is no single path that any one person can take to achieve their goal. You can imagine that we are all points on a circle trying to go to the center point in their own way. As there are infinite number of points in the circle, so are there infinite paths. True, as you advance towards a point more and more, you understand that you converge to the same point, though you started from different viewpoints, ideologies, philosophical beliefs. From atheism to absolute belief, you come to the same conclusion about whatever be the ultimate reality, which according to many of our seers are undescribable. Once again, I would like to thank you for your patient listening and to take part not just as viewers but as active participants in all our discussions, and to give your own valuable opinions and perspectives, to clarify others' doubts, to take yourself forward and to take your fellow travelers along with it. Thank you.